Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. They'll go play action here with Minshew. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
That's something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we take a peek at the versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 40. Now Mariota. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And he will slide down with a good gain. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Minshew sets to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew is going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Following the interception here, Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets the 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get on the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It'll be Minshew again. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to Chris Olave. A gain of 19 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They pick up 10, but it's still over the 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show him as the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in this game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. They start the drive on and the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now Mariota. Caught on a slant. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Throwing is Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
He was brought down to the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. That pass is caught by Hardy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Baron Browning in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mariota now.
The Falcons at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew, and that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Again, Minshew looking to throw.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
back at the 17-yard line.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain.
To throw is Mariota. He finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, Mariota. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them,
puts it on the carpet. It's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that.
Touchdown! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Fights through him. And they do finally get him at the 12. 111 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mariota. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Saints force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going. Looking for...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Now Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Kamara will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Minshew. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 35. Again, they run with Campbell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. See if they can put Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go up the middle with Campbell. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Saints.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here live in New Orleans. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Minshew. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. They'll start with the option. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the draw, this is Campbell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
4th down, Mariota. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A 6-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Robinson's got it. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave, 77 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll run with the big man, Campbell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Campbell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 14 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 41, Minshew. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 11 yards there, first down. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, that has been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a single caller, Charles. It's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll get this out to Kamara. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Minshew sets to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means jump out a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here.
He was brought down to the 26.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
Here's Mariota, option left, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing here, Mariota. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire.